this is ridiculous. No, not Tormund. Oh my god. Who are these extras they keep killing? I didn't think there was any extras there. No. No! No, not Tormund! Oh, for God's sake. Cope with this. What's this? Surely the dragons aren't going to get there that quick. Oh my god. It's got a feeling one of them's going to go. Nothing is surer. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! What's gonna happen? Oh no! No, no, no!
Jon!
Get on the bloody thing! Oh, it's Jon making wrong decisions again! Get on the freaking dragon! Oh no, 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 no! You need to get going, guys, seriously, now. Oh crap. No, 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 no! What about Jon? Jon, sometimes you need to stay led down. Oh, she's got, Daenerys has got to come. What? Uncle Benji!
Uncle Benji! Oh, come with me. There's no time. Go!
Can't they both ride it? No? So he's gonna die now. I didn't get why he came back anyway, really. It's a bit weird.
We'll meet again, Clegane.
I hope not.
I can't believe we lost one of the dragons, man. What? Oh, it'd be Jon, wouldn't it? I thought she was pining over the dragon, not Jon. He's going to still with his scars. Oh my god. She found all the masks.
Not what you're looking for.
I have hundreds of men here at Winterfell, all loyal to me.
They're not here now.
What's going on?
What are these?
My faces.
Where did you get them?
In Bravos. While I was training to be a faceless man.
What does that mean?
I can become someone else. Speak in their voice. Live in their skin. I could even become you.
Really? Has it really come to this? It's really weird.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Aww, that's a really sweet thing for him to say as well.
I wish we'd never gone.
It was a stupid idea.
I don't. If we hadn't gone, I wouldn't have seen.
That's true.
The dragons are my children. They're the only children I'll ever have. Do you understand? We are going to destroy the Night King and his army. We'll do it together. You have my word.
Thank you, Dany.
Dany.
Oh,
All right. Not Dany. Not about my queen. I'd bend the knee, but
What about those who swore allegiance to you?
they'll all come to see you for what you are.
they're getting it on. Ah, she did the thumb thing. Oh my god. They're pulling the dragon out. No. Not going to do what I think he's going to do, is he? He's dead. I can. Oh no, is he going to turn it into like an ice dragon? No way. Oh my god. Oh. So that was episode 6, season 7, Game of Thrones, Beyond the Wall. Again, an amazing episode. Oh, it's crazy. God, I don't know where to start. Well, let's start with the story that's irritating me at the minute, and that's the whole Arya Sansa thing. Basically, Arya confronts Sansa about the letter, which I think, obviously, we found out. I didn't realise last episode, but it's the letter that Sansa was kind of forced to write. Let's face it. I mean, she was only a little girl. She was only 14, 15, something like that. So she obviously felt a lot of pressure, and she had to write that letter, which I dare say she regrets. But Arya, I don't know. She's been a bit of a cock, really. And then Sansa kind of confided in Littlefinger, which is a bad thing to do. But Littlefinger basically said that Brienne would if anything did kick off between them. I don't even know why they're thinking that way. But if something did kick off, that Brienne would step in because she's there to serve both the Stark girls. So I'm a little bit confused about that. I don't quite get that. Then Sansa received a message from King's Landing about this meeting to try and end the war. Now, at the time, I actually thought that was a kind of a trick just to get Brienne out. Doesn't really make sense when I think about it now, but no, apparently it was a proper. It seemed like a proper letter anyway. So now Brienne has been sent to represent Sansa. It's been sent down to King's Landing. Don't know what I think about that, to be honest. I'd rather Brienne wasn't involved at all. I'd much rather she kind of stayed in Winterfell. So I don't know what to think about that. And then later on, Sansa was rooting through Arya's room, which is not great, and she found the faces in the bag. Arya kind of walked in, caught her in the act, and then it was a horrible. They were just like, they're bad as each other. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I can't pick between them who's annoying me more at the moment. But yeah. So Arya was really threatening towards her, big time. Basically threatening to kill her, and wear her face, and then be Queen of the North herself. So it's not how I hoped it would be. I don't know. Perhaps Bran could help out. Ask Bran what he thinks, because he's full of ideas. So anyway, that's the Winterfell bit done. That was just irritated me in that episode. Really annoyed me. Dragonstone again. Everyone's falling out. Tyrion and Daenerys it got really gnarly between them two as well. It was random that Tyrion sort of asked her, "Who, if something happens to you, who's going to take your place?" It was a bit. I suppose he had to ask, but it still felt weird. And I understand why Daenerys suddenly thought, "Well, why are you asking that?" But yeah, I kind of get it. But there was just a weird vibe between the pair of them. I wasn't comfortable with it at all. So then Beyond the Wall, which was a huge part, it was probably, I don't know, 3/4 of that episode was Beyond the Wall, which is brilliant. So the super team have gone off, and then they encounter this. It's like a zombie bear, like a zombie polar bear, which like kind of in the old Star Trek series, you always had the people in the party that used to go down that were like the extras, knew they were going to die. So all the ones that we didn't know basically got finished off, and then the polar bear turned on the Hound, and he was trying to sort of battle it, and then what's his name, Thoros? I think it's Thoros. He kind of saves the Hound, pushes him out of the way, and sort of gets involved himself, and then just gets ravaged, gets his whole chest kind of ripped apart before they're able. And I'm stood there. I think we've got about 8 other people stood around. They could be doing something. No one seemed to be like helping him. But eventually, I think they killed the bear in the end. But Thoros was really he's knackered. His whole chest was bleeding everywhere. But they sort of tried to patch him up and then carried on. a bit further on, they came across a small party of the walkers, with one of the White Walkers leading them. I guess it was like a scout party, so I think they were like way ahead of the main group. They managed to ambush that group, they killed the White Walker, which made all the rest crumble, because if he makes them, then I think they all die when he dies, something like that. But one survived, and so they sort of tied him up, put a hood over his head. But before they could do that, he sort of called out, and I think that was like a warning to the main army, because then they were all sorts of shit after that point. They sent Gendry back. I think was that when they sent. Yeah, Gendry got sent back to get word to Daenerys to bring the dragons. That's right. Yeah. So then the group carried on, and then they came across the main army of the walkers, and they kind of walked. I didn't get that, by the way. Gendry ran the opposite direction to the direction they ran in. Why didn't they go in the same direction as Gendry did? Because he was heading back to the wall, and that's where they needed to go, surely, wasn't it? Back to the wall? So why did they carry on the other way? Don't know. Anyway, they came across the main army and managed to get themselves stuck on this rock in like a huge lake that was frozen, but the ice was very thin. So as the walkers were gradually trying to come and get them, they were falling into the ice. So basically there was a standoff. And I must assume that standoff took a few days. They must have been there on a few days, because Gendry managed to get back to the wall, managed to get a raven, which sent all the way down back to Daenerys a dragonstone. She then went and got on the dragons. Tyrion was trying to talk her out of it, saying best thing is to do nothing. And he's wrong again. This is the third time he's been wrong now, where he's told her not to do anything, because that was wrong. If he hadn't told, if she'd have believed him and done nothing, that whole group would have died, no doubt about that. So he's wrong again. He's starting to annoy me a bit now, Tyrion. Come on. So we go back there again, and the Hound was getting pissed off with the standoff, so he got this rock and just launched it, smashed the jaw off one of the walkers, threw another rock, but this time it landed in front of them, but it didn't crack the ice, which was an indication then to all the walkers that they could then walk on the ice again. So the Hound kind of cocked up a bit there. In the meantime, that Thoros guy had died. He basically died from his wounds and probably cold as well. And then all hell broke loose. I mean, they were getting attacked, but hundreds of them just pouring on. They were a few of the extras died again, and then it got to a point where you knew they was going to die again. We've had this quite a few times, especially in battles, where you think, oh, all is lost, and then suddenly Drogon come through and just torched a lot of them, which was epic, absolutely epic. Daenerys looked well hot in that white outfit as well. That looked cool. She like the Snow Queen, and Snow Queen. Ooh. And I don't know why I just did that. And so she torched them all. The other two dragons. She took all three dragons with her. And then a horrible bit. I think it was the Night King. I think was it the Night King? I can't remember. But certainly one of the White Walkers anyway launched this like spear of ice, and it hit one of the dragons, and it just kind of just destroyed it. It was bleeding out uncontrollably. And it went straight into the lake and died, which was awful. And so Daenerys managed to, she landed Drogon on the rocks, and all the heroes got on, the ones that had survived. But as Jon doing his stupid thing again, where he could have got on the dragon and gone, but now he decided he wanted to fight a bit more, got dragged through this ice through the lake, and Daenerys just had to go. She had to leave because she could see the Night King coming towards her with one of those spears. And as she took off, he's thrown the spear and it's just missed. I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, they managed to get away. They had to leave Jon there. And I didn't know how Jon was going to get out of this one. But he managed to crawl out of the ice after the army started to sort of leave. And then rather than just stay led down, decided to stand up again so they could all see him with his sword. So they all turned around and started coming back again. It got a little bit silly at this point. So, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I think frostbite alone would have probably killed him anyway. But then Uncle Benji appeared from nowhere. Yeah, he's getting a bit silly. With his whatever the hell it is, I don't know, his balls of fire, and come running through, rescued Jon, stuck him on a horse. Could have got on the horse as well, but no, I didn't want to do that. Instead, thought he'd stand there and try and take on the whole army. And so Jon shot off. Benjen died almost instantly, and then we go back to Castle Black again, and I thought Daenerys was mourning the dragon, but it seemed she was mourning Jon, I think. Not sure if I got that right, but she seemed to sort of perk up when Jon came. So seriously, she's got a thing for him, that's definite. And they managed to save Jon. Perhaps it's the power of something in him, I don't know. Perhaps it's keeping him alive. And then we see him on the boat. They managed to get him on the boat. They're going back down to Dragonstone again. And him and Daenerys definitely had a moment. And he called her Dany, which was really sweet. And the first thing he said when he opened his eye was how sorry and apologetic he was, which I thought was really sweet as well. And he had a hand, and she did the thumb thing. Oh, God. Anyway, that was really soft. That was sweet. So we... Oh, no, we didn't leave it there. No. So, they sailed off. Then it went back to the lake, and all the walkers were pulling... I didn't click what it was, but they pulled the dragon out. And then, of course, I didn't realise this could happen, but the Night King went up to the dragon and touched it, and the last thing we see is the dragon once gone into zombie mode. It's going to be like an ice dragon. So that means it's going to change colour to like blue or white or something. That'd be awesome. Well, it's not awesome in a way, because now they've got a big weapon against Daenerys now, so that's not too good. So yes, so there we go. So I'm guessing in the next episode, I don't think that Daenerys is going to attack the Night King first. I think she's got to sort the Cersei thing out first. So I guess they're going to have a meeting, which I'm dreading, because that's just got disaster written all over it. That's not going to end well. It's just not. And that's another Tyrion idea again, and I just don't think it's going to end very well. You know, you can say that I'm a Daenerys fan, all right, but Cersei basically burnt half of King's Landing anyway with wildfire, and you know where she is, you know the building she's in. Why don't you just get the dragons and just torch that building? Just concentrate on the building. You don't have to kill all the people in King's Landing. Just torch the building. I just don't get why that's not happened. I don't know. Frustration. But because I really did love that episode, apart from a few little silly bits. Loved the episode. If you like Game of Thrones and you like a random bold guy talking about crap, then yes, please subscribe, like and comment, and I shall see you in the next episode. Don't know what it's called, but I'm very excited about it. We've only got 2 to go in this season. This is madness, I tell you. So yes, I shall see you soon. So until then, take care of yourself, stay safe, and shall see you real soon. Bye.